Welcome to the Coffee Bar Stories,
A DTZ Entertainment Presentation.
hosted by Dad and Son. Welcome to episode 13 of the Coffee Bar Stories. In today's episode, Dad and Cuzz over here are going to tell some stories, so I'm going to let them kick it off.
Alrighty, Cuzz here. I've known him, we've known each other 30 plus years. Easily.
Oh yeah, good times with Dad over there.
Oh yeah. So growing up, he's seen pretty much all the wild shenanigans through my youth, and then after I got older and moved back to me and him. And that's some of the stories me and him are going to get into.
We'd always run into just the craziest stuff. Like just we're just trying to go have a beer, and just talk work, and then you just walk in to just complete just nonsense.
He's like, this bar, it had opened up. It ain't been open all that long. Me and you had decided to go into, and I don't even think we had drank yet. That was our evening. We went down there and started to drink, and 2 or 3 people I went to high school with, I didn't know, walked up to me and asked if that was me, and I'd be like, no, I don't know him. And stuff, and they're looking over here at Cuzz like, but you look like this guy, and that's his brother that you used to be friends with, that you were friends with.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're looking at me, and I'm like, no, that ain't me. And he's over here going, no, that's not him. You bailed me out 2 or 3 times.
It was
out
a
of that.
small town. There was this so-and-so.
Yeah. My golden rule was when we went out, I don't want to, people I went to school with and stuff like that, I don't want to catch up with y'all. me and Cuz, we're out to see if we can turn the bar upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, my belly was just up to the bar. I wasn't up to no shenanigans, but it was always around for some reason.
Funnest thing about us, we go into the bar, as long as it wasn't packed, if it was like, man, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 people hanging around up in there, next thing you know, we got everybody hooting and hollering.
Yeah.
They're having the time of their lives, giggling and stuff, and all we're doing is just carrying on these insane conversations with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And people are like, what, really?
Yeah, to engage everybody at a bar was pretty theatrical back then. It didn't take much,
Oh, man.
to get the bar riled up. And
Oh, man, especially if we went out of town bars. That one that you got into it with a guy at.
Oh yeah, that was years back.
Oh, yeah,
man,
it was.
we were
That
young.
was-
I was real young. I think I was like
Oh, you were
maybe
late
20,
20s.
maybe 20 something. 21.
Yeah, you're
maybe
in your
just
20s.
20.
You're in your
21.
20s because I don't know what the guys deal with. It was something, you knew about it, but we were in there and you're trying to be nice, and the girl you had dating at the time, she was talking to whoever. Next thing I know, I go to get a beer, I come back, and here you are just having this scream fest with this guy, and 2 dudes are standing between you and him, and I don't know what the hell that deal was with that. But I do remember us having to kind of skate quickly after that. Because that thing got out of hand.
I remember a few times where we'd be rolling around with a few of us. Things would get heated pretty quick.
They never paid attention. They always focused on one of us. They never realized the second person, the other guy's lurking right there.
Yeah, we kind of scatter, and then there was a lot more wolves to the pack than they intended on dealing with.
God.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. For us, if we went in and you mistreated us, it was going to go bad in the place. Because we won't put up with it.
Yeah.
And stuff. We stand up for ourselves. We say things. We keep it to a level, and most of the time it's their alcohol level that pushes them into making us have to do bad things to them. But confront them to where, okay, enough's enough for real on you and stuff. But most of the time we have people giggling. We're pulling shenanigans on things.
Yeah, you would always have the one guy that was always envious of the. I'd throw
They want
a
the attention more than you
good
do.
20, 25, $30 up a night. Just
Oh yeah.
if you wanted to be there all night. Shit, that was easy. That'd be easy back then.
Yeah.
I bet you double that nowadays to
Yeah, because we
stay a night 4 or 5 hours at a bar and have good drinks. You're gonna be out every bit at $40, $50.
Oh, easily. And we included everybody. That was the biggest thing. When we were in there, the way the conversations we have, the way we talk and stuff, we kind of get out of hand with it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But we include everybody in it. If
Mhm.
you nose in, we don't get rude about it. We sing, you know, the bars just get laughing their ass off. We get free drinks because the bartender, we were 90% of the time is a female for where we go, the places we went to. And she's over here having such a good time. We're not hitting on her. We're not making her feel
Uncomfortable. and all
yeah, or
that
nothing.
shit.
She's just laughing her butt off. A good 4 or 5 free beers out of it a night.
Oh, we just went out so much, took care of the bartenders so often. You know, they would take care of you. You know.
Yeah. There's only one bartender that didn't get taken care of by us very well.
Well, there's a few that the one story, like that one local establishment, the bartender was more intoxicated than the patrons. That was never a good story.
No, it was. That's what amazed me. Me and you go down to have what we would call nightcap. So we walk to the establishment, and it's one elderly lady, I'd say probably late 50s, 60s or so, sitting there at the bar, and then another lady behind the bar that's tending it. And we walk in, the jukebox is real loud.
Yeah, like jamming like some.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what it was.
Oh,
but it was
like-
it totally just didn't like fit the picture. Like it was like Ice Cube or something, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, it
And like, you had
on
some like
random.
old lady, and there was like a couple other people in there, like a couple an older man.
Oh
and
yeah, that's right.
There was another guy playing the poker machine. But
Oh yeah, in
but
the
like
front part.
what was
there.
playing was like totally not like any of those old people wanted to hear. Like they were just like, yeah, you can see everybody in the room just cringing.
It-
Like
it-
Ice Cube was playing or something,
God.
you know. Nothing against Ice Cube. It just didn't.
Not
I
for that
guarantee
crowd.
those older gentlemen, and they did not listen to that.
No,
you know,
not at
Yeah,
all.
totally not.
And you could tell, and it was the bartender that was, because she has all control of the
Oh yeah.
the jukebox and everything. Because it's one of them upgraded ones that you iTunes or something, I think it's called
Something
jukebox.
like that.
Yeah, it's like the internet set through it, so you can get any song, I guess, on it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we just missed the party, or this bartender is so obliterated she has no idea what's going on. It was either A or B. It was,
Yeah,
and
then
it was definitely B.
Okay.
oh,
She was obliterated.
Oh god.
'cause we bellied up to the bar. Actually, no, we didn't belly up to the bar. We stood right there where they.
And this ain't
Metal
obliterated
parts.
spelled with an O. This is obliterated spelled with a B. B.
Exactly. And, you know, we're for a waitress station.
Yeah.
That's where we ordered from, because that's where it was, right? I ordered a beer. She hands me the whole beer unopened because she had spent 30, 40 seconds trying to open it and fumbling with it. And I take the beer and I'm like, okay, she just ain't strong enough. And I pop it and toss the cap back. And then Cuzz orders a drink. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I hand her like my money to get for the beer, and she comes back, and she didn't give me my tip. So I started getting mad because she didn't give me my tip back. And I'm like, that's like, no, I'm not giving you, like, it was like $5 tip or something.
Yeah.
And then she grabs my cell phone, says, let me use your cell phone real quick. And then all of a sudden she acts like it just disappeared.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so she's playing like she didn't take my cell phone. I just saw her pick it up
Yeah.
and like hide it under behind the bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because she was trying to be playful because she hadn't made his drink yet.
Oh.
This is before she took the
She
money
was so
to go
drunk,
for
she was like mad because I was calling her out for being drunk.
and then she goes to
I
make
told
the
her,
drink.
'cause I think I told her I was gonna call the owner or whatever. I was playing that I was gonna call the owner or whatever. That's why she took my phone.
Oh.
Because I was sitting there playing like I was gonna call the owner because I knew the owner at the time. And so she got all mad because I was gonna call the owner because she knew she was busted because she was obliterated. Oh, drunk. I mean,
Yeah, no.
so she
he-
took my cell phone.
yeah, you know, and
Like a kid in school got it confiscated.
It was still, and I'm like, I just saw you take my phone.
and then finally after she gives it back, she goes to make his drink.
Yeah.
All it is
Yeah,
is
and like finally gives me my
Jack
change
and
back.
Coke.
It's like
he ordered.
I was getting like, at this time I was like not ready. You know, you were getting mad. you
Yeah.
know, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
already been drinking,
He was set.
and she.
Turned on the assholeness of him.
Yeah, it
She was
was
like,
like-
it was like, okay, it's time for you to learn a lesson now.
It was,
Enough's
like,
enough.
and I sit
Enough's
there,
enough.
and I know how to do it enough. We're not gonna like cause
Oh.
a huge scene, but I'm gonna be a fucking peckerneck for the next fucking hour here.
Exactly. and he even stayed cool about the drink order. He made it simple: Jack and a Coke.
Yeah, it was
A
pretty
Jack
funny
and a Coke.
shit.
How many times she make that drink?
Oh man, at least like 3 or 4 times.
How do you fuck up a Jack and Coke?
Because she was putting like different sodas, like the wrong sodas in it, and
Did that?
Sprite. Like the
Too
first
much-
time it was supposed to be like it was supposed to be, it was Sprite or something. And I was
Yeah.
like, this ain't
And then she
Pepsi,
put,
this is Sprite.
then she'd put too much Jack, and no,
Yeah, the one
literally
was like,
hardly no
it was
Coke.
like,
He's like, that ain't how. He's like,
it was
make
terrible.
it like it's
like,
supposed to be made.
It was like woof, like it was
Oh,
like
God.
too bad woof. Like most of the time, if I was ready, if it was 3 p.m., I probably would have just woofed it down. But
right, but also
It was
you're
late.
trying to get
Yeah.
a
I've
point
already
across.
woofed enough liquor down at the time. I just wanted a Jack and Coke, like a normal drink.
And the
Every
fact
time I take a
that
drink, I'm woo, you know?
yeah, and the fact she decided to screw with him. Now it's on. Now you're gonna make it correct. I want it the way it's supposed to be made. And that's all he kept saying at a point. She was getting so pissed off.
Yeah.
She was so, like he said, obliterated.
I think
It was like,
and I think I even offered. I'll pay for a couple of those, but I want you to make it right. And it wasn't even about like I was trying to like rip the bar off or
Yeah.
nothing, because I'm like, I'll even pay for the couple and give them back over here. I'll fucking drink them. But I
She
want
did-
you to make me one that's correct.
Yeah, and
she
by
was
the way,
so drunk she couldn't even make a drink. She
Yeah.
couldn't even ring it out.
yeah, she was slinging when he'd say no, the drink's wrong, tossing it out in the glass and everything, and it'd slosh. And she even fell twice
Yeah, I
because of
think
that.
so.
Walking one to go to cash register and back.
Yeah.
Oh man, and
Falling down drunk.
exactly.
Good
I don't
story,
even
though.
think she could work the cash register. Now, I'm sure it was simple. You know, that was the first time in my life I ever been into a bar and had a bartender that drunk. I've drank with bartenders.
Yeah.
I've watched
Yeah.
them get buzzed up, but they were still able to do their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caused a ton of heat. Around here, a lot of controversy.
Oh yeah.
Because I think, because the wife got involved and gets on Facebook and makes a big ordeal. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny. It was funny. But it was so funny. It was like one of those stories like you wouldn't believe it. Like,
It was yeah, it was comical because it was unbelievable how drunk she was.
yeah,
These
'cause
patrons,
we're not exaggerating. Like, because it was bad enough where I even called the owner's son. I was like texting him like, man, this gal. I'm not even like, I don't really care. Normally you have a couple drinks, so what? You can handle your liquor, have fun.
Yeah.
But she was just
Way
falling
too far.
over,
Yeah.
hanging on the bar to walk.
Oh, yeah.
She probably needed to go home.
One step away from a
call for
blackout.
help. Yeah, we probably
Oh,
call.
yeah.
She needed to call somebody for help. She had drank too much, and obviously she was, I guess, she was scared she was jeopardizing her job or whatever. But at that point, she probably needed to.
that bar seems to have a bad thing anyway. Remember that one bartender I knew? I went to school with actually. That we went up there after it closed and picked her up while we were in the bar, partied with her in there.
Oh yeah, years and years and years.
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bar ain't got a good reputation for good bartender.
I think that's
Man.
when you like first came back into town.
Yeah, because we partied with her in the bar, and then we ended up going back to her house and party. She was a mess. Come to find out, getting to know her again and everything, she was a hot mess. She was a heavy alcoholic. I don't know how many times at the bar she would had the money scattered, so out of it, couldn't really deal with it. I got away from her, but that bar did seem to have a
Oh
bad.
yeah, it attracted
The
some
vermin.
crazies.
Yeah, so I don't know what we were expecting going in.
Yeah, you already kind of knew, but
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that much.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you the bars that I liked out we went to were like the ones that were out there. We call it North 40th and stuff. Were almost a country setting, and the folks are laid back and having a good time. You can go out in the parking lot, smoke a doob, come back in. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, we did a lot of those.
Yeah, we did. That's what I'm wondering now, if it's going to become a thing where the smoking area allows all kinds of smoking in the areas at bars.
Yeah,
The smoking area is getting nixed itself. I only know a few bars, and that was a
Yeah, you'll
while
smell it a
ago.
little bit if you go out far enough, but you always got to worry about the Lone Ranger. They were doing that. Matter of fact, fair like a few years ago. I was walking across the bridge, had some people that were smoking blunts and stuff, and the cops were they were undercover, just walking, and then they were like arresting people right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't too smart to be walking in. a
So
crowd like
they
that.
were actually undercovers were catching people for illegally smoking and stuff.
Oh.
Which I hate to say it, I'm not against marijuana or anything, but they were smoking and there was children stuff. It wasn't a place to be smoking blunt stuff.
Yeah, no.
There's
There's a time and a place for
It
it.
should be how they treated cigarettes back when it was really acceptable before they
Mhm.
clamped down. It shouldn't be ever treated
I
like
was
that.
I was really
Your home
surprised though
to-
actually that they were enforcing it in this day and age. This was just probably like a few years ago. Like, it was only like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
it's odd to see that.
It was like one of the last times they had it.
Rello Radio Show, Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. DJ CO1.
I'm surprised that somebody hasn't tried to do the Amsterdam style of coffee house.
Where?
Just anywhere
in the,
where you can just
the
smoke.
states that they're legal in, where the recreational part of the marijuana is legal.
Well, that's not legal in the state of Illinois yet. You can. I think they have haluka bars, but it's about as far as it gets.
Okay.
I know Chicago's got haluka bars.
Yeah. Well, I guess they would have to sell too. So yeah, they ain't set for that yet. That's a whole different legislation.
The only
I'd
thing that sell
imagine.
is the dispensary.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll ever change.
Yeah, and I don't think it'd be.
Well, definitely with the federal. You gotta get off the federal list first.
Yeah.
Forget about that.
Yeah, that's the number one main thing that's gotta happen. It's gotta get off the
no.
federal list.
It should be off there by now. You figured it would done been taken
Well, I think
off.
you gotta have at least almost what. I don't know. I haven't looked at statistics how many states are allowing marijuana, but
I don't think it's about half yet, but it's almost half, I think. Or if it's already half, maybe a little more than half.
if they're counting
I know
medical,
definitely for medical, yeah.
Yeah,
but
medical.
I don't know
they
how
should
many
be
states
there.
have went full
Recreational.
recreational, but
Yeah.
I know it's quite a few now, including Illinois.
Oh yeah, quite a few.
Because
There-
Colorado and California, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
were the first ones.
Oh, Oregon.
Oregon.
There's
And Washington too, I think.
There's quite a few of them. It's a good tax base. You're gonna make money off it. Either
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
know.
buy
I've
it or
seen
they're
that,
not.
The sales were down in January though.
Really?
100%.
The way you look at the lot less casualties as far as DUIing. However, that's going to be titled
Sorry,
incidences and stuff. I'm
when's,
sure
when's the last time you ran to the dispensary?
quite a while.
I know, right? It feels like pulling down their pants.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you're trying to make up a budget on it, it ain't smart.
Yeah, no.
Man,
It's expensive as fuck.
Remember
I
when?
just want a bunch of raging alcoholics running around, throwing booze cans everywhere.
Yeah. Oh no. They go to plastic bottles now.
Oh, that's
They're
right. That's
recyclable
better.
and
Eco.
stuff. Yeah. Remember when we built your pool deck?
Oh,
The
man.
First time.
That was still badass. We still got the design, the original design, and we've done it all with real decking now. I rebuilt it. It's a very nice concept design.
Oh man.
Kept it original.
When we first did that, man, was that a chore and a half.
Yeah, because we were trying to build it at night, so we weren't causing a whole lot of action with the neighbor, and we didn't want him to really see how much construction was going on.
Oh yeah.
Thought we were gonna be sneaky slime. So I think 3 or 4 weeks later, I get a letter in the mail going, "Oh, you guys are building a structure that wasn't presented to the city." I'm like, oh shit. So then I had to make it where it was like mobile.
Yep.
We got away with that for a minute.
Yep. And then
We could tear it down.
Loopholes, man. Loopholes.
yep. If we wanted, because it wasn't the pool he had, one of those soft-sided pools you put up with the metal frame.
Yeah.
So it wasn't attached to. We didn't, clamp it to that at all or nothing. It just basically was sitting up there by it, And I
finally
took the
just
ladder
ended
and
up
made
getting
it
the real
permanent.
deal on it, but.
Yeah, he ended up getting. But remember,
Because I kept building on, and they're finally like, all right. I mean, when we wanted to then I wanted to put the privacy fence around it, and that's when I had to go do it because we were gonna have to dig.
and it's not a fence. It is a pool.
Yeah, I couldn't call it a fence because I already had a fence. I had to call it a privacy shield or whatever.
Yeah, pool shield or something. Fence. Basically, because it sits inward. It's not right on his property line. Basically, it is around the pool. Just, I'd say maybe 5 feet off the pool, pretty much. Yeah, I guess it would be considered a pool screen.
Yeah, pool screen is what we called it.
Yeah, and so got away with that. We're pretty crafty when it comes to things like that. We'll figure.
Yeah, it was funny because we'd always get started and we'd always run out of daylight. So we're out there still drinking booze. We're putting up spotlights in the middle of the night, and this guy's got to get up at 5 in the morning. We're out there. We're out there till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning sometimes.
Oh,
Still drinking booze.
drinking. And we think we got the radio down, but I'm sure it's not down that much.
And we think we're building shit straight.
Oh
Oh God, no.
And we wake up next morning and then see what we built, and it was you could tell it was supposed to be cool. But
It kind of
it's all leaning to this way or leaning that way.
Yeah, and a lot of times it was easy
Because there
fixes.
wasn't looking at no level at the night, and you're drinking a bottle of booze. Your level was if the booze, how much booze was in the bottle. It's about as level as you're gonna get.
Yeah, at that point we're basically making sure we ain't kicking our bottles over, so we're spilling beers. I'm surprised your neighbors just all haven't packed up and moved away from you back then.
Yeah, back then, yeah, because we were like, it was like constant, this like, woo, 7 in the morning, you know, we're like, we get roll all this crap out of the garage, turn the radio up as loud as it could. It was like a freaking spring break.
Oh God.
Every day.
Construction site. Yeah. For the
spring break / construction site for about 6 years.
But remember when we took off that one? He's like, we got to enjoy this deck and everything. We built all this. We've done all this hard work, man, you know, because he's getting fed up with the constant construction work, right?
Yeah.
And the deck is to where it's at, right? Around the pool, 3/4 and all this. All right, okay. You know, and we're still not, there's modifications we're coming up with all the time. But
yeah.
Finally, we take a break from it. Me and him decide to get yahooed. We start drinking and we're swimming and having the time of our lives. Everything's going smooth.
Yeah.
And then we decide we're sitting down, you know, talking, smoking some weed and shit. And then he brings out Jaeger bombs.
God.
Oh man,
There's where it goes south real quick.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, his wife comes out and she's like, "Are you guys doing Jaeger bombs?" Because he had gone inside to go to the bathroom. I looked at her. I'm like, no, never, no,
Never.
I'm like, it's cool. No. He went in to go to the bathroom and get more beers, and lo and behold, he comes. I hear the door, and I'm like, oh shit. She's walking away from the steps to the pool, and here he is walking in with. He just said, screw it. He brought the bottle and I think like 4-pack or 6-pack of the cans. And
Oh, God.
You know, and at least he was a hell of a host because he brought the proper cups to do that shit in. Oh, man, I think I had 2. He had 3 or 4 of them, maybe 5. It's about maybe 45 minutes later, and here he is. Wow, we're bombing the pool.
Right.
He comes out all furious and stuff, and he gets mad at her about being fierce at us about being loud. So he goes in the garage, turns the radio up. I don't even know what time it is and stuff. And we're both it's hitting me, so I'm loud too now. We're both talking loud as possible, doing bombs, we get in the pool, and you know how you take your hands and you can make the water pump up. We're doing that over. It got pretty bad. We got way out of hand.
Probably one of those nights where I went back in and the wife pretty much took her belt off. And
Oh yeah. I'm sure you paid for that one.
Wasn't probably invited for dinner over the next day. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, that was fun to do the pool parties though. Those are fun. I like those when we barbecue and get all bombed up and start doing the pool and shit. There's times we had to watch ourselves though, start getting out of hand and rock the sides too much.
We always had Dad come over and test the pool. You know, and he would already have the 2x4 slammed by the time he got to the house on the way home from work, and he'd be ready. He'd be ready in the hot barn of the sawmill he worked in anyways. And he'd already have a good buzz on hotter than hell because his car didn't have air conditioning at the time. And so by the time he got to our house, he was ready for another cold beer and to jump in the pool. And
oh, fuck yeah.
That he did. And at the time, you know, he was bacheloring it, and my wife would cook shit, so we'd invite him over, and so we'd always have him the beginning of the spring. He'd test the pool out, make sure it was nice and sturdy. You know, he could hop off the deck, and he would do some crazy gainer flip and cannonball into the pool. And I tell you what, if it outstanding what he did to it, the kids would be able to jump in it all year long because he wasn't messing around.
Oh man.
The whole side of the pool would go shift from one, almost hit the garage, and then, you know, you'd move the pool a foot over. You know, if it was going to make it out of that, you're good all year.
Oh man, there was one year I went to do it, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I know I was buzzed up. I may have lost footing, whatever. I went to do like a roll flip, into the
Yeah.
water, jumped off, and I'm flat out, stomach down, and slammed into the pool like that. I didn't make no other turn. Yeah, I think that one. I think I may have had a 2x4.5 before I got to the house on that one. Man, that one hurt. That one hurt bad.
Yeah, so those hot summer stories of building the deck, and we would be pretty intoxicated by the end of the night. Some of the deck had its own lean to it.
Yeah.
It was just we built like that for runoff. But
Yeah,
a 90 degree lean wasn't a runoff.
When you gotta have non-slip shoes just to pad your way down to the edge of the deck to get in the pool, that's pretty rough. No, not that bad, folks. Not that bad. I hope. Now you wouldn't. It has similar design, but it's been really, really done right, and nice now. I really like it now.
Yeah, I mean, old Pops had to get out and help. Appreciate it, Pops, coming out and spending a spring with me and getting her all new treated wood. And then me and actually Flea back in the day, Flea helped put the decking on top.
Oh wow.
Spent a little bit of money on the decking. Flea helped while he was before his
Demise
and drug abuse.
Yeah, at least you got something out of the damn thing.
Yeah, it's
But I do like that. That deck is really nice.
Appreciate all the help over the years with the Deckarooey, and it's been a money pit, but finally got it where should last a few years.
Maybe spring up the value of the home a little.
Yeah.
Give you a little extra church donation money.
Shoot, anything cost you more with the insurance with the pool.
To the pool.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost our pool, and they're trying to get something going there.
I don't know what they're trying to do. To me, they just plow and make it a field of picnicking and stuff like that. Keep it cheap and easy, because you put anything else in, there's in time to where the newness wears off and they ain't gonna touch it.
Yeah, not too big on the big rec center indoor thing there, but I think that's what they're going with. But
I don't know. I hope not, but been without for so long, and the ones they had, they didn't utilize.
yeah, I agree.
I don't see
We
the
didn't
point.
really take care of the one that we had.
No.
If they would have done the proper stuff throughout the years and spent the money they were supposed to, it wouldn't have been in the shape it was in.
Yeah, and it's different. It's authentic. It's not the type of place you would see everywhere. You know, they have a different style to it. It's a shame what they're done. It happens like that across small America everywhere, though. Cities and whatnot just don't have the funding to upkeep or don't plan on it.
There you go.
With the pool that you've replaced it, what, twice now?
This is my second pool.
Second pool? See, that's a good deal, being able to
Yeah.
take that down and put it up. I've always
Yeah,
liked that.
I found out the pool owner, you want to get a nice big filter.
Yeah,
And
upgrade.
a bigger pump, and it takes a whole lot of pain and cleaning away from your time. Pumps itself. So pool owners recommend you going and getting a bigger pool pump in there. Yeah, it's always like to clean pool with the smaller filter and the pump. You're just out there vacuuming way twice as much. Honestly, with the bigger.
Daily maintenance.
Yeah. You only got to be out there about once a week.
Cuts back on a lot of fucking extra things you can do. Because I know if you skip it, it's a done one next day. You're really
Can't wait. It's
screwed.
going to be pool season soon.
Yeah, everybody's looking forward to that. Shit. Run around again, without a shirt on.
Thinking about adding on to the old decky again still.
Oh, come around the edge.
Come around about to cut the tree back down. So.
Oh, well, that
Add
that
on
worked.
all of that whole backside now could be decked out.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
Yeah, it's just not cheap. Not a good time to do it.
Nothing cheap. It's the biggest reason why the deck and everything, place I worked, I was able to get what
Oh,
they
man,
call
yeah.
scrap or all-fall
Yeah, it was decent
lumber. So
It was decent lumber. It lasted about 5. I got 4 or 5 years out of most of it.
Yeah,
Just tore out the rest of it about 2 years ago.
that's
There's
that's
probably a
the
piece or
biggest
two
thing.
still under there from just sitting there from all the rebuilds. But
Wow, because that stuff was free. I mean,
yeah,
they were
lasted a long
gonna
time.
throw it in dumpsters, so we took it. That's what I like. At least it was free to get started with, because we knew we were gonna have to start
Yeah.
fixing, or not really fixing, but exchanging one thing for another.
Yeah.
We knew that was coming. But I'll tell you what, that was fun to build that thing. No,
Yeah, and we built a fence.
Fence
Now the
was-
fence that's been completely
Nice.
replaced. That was
Well,
older lumber. That was just like
that
skid
was-
lumber. Remember?
what I would consider that was a rustic
That
look.
lasted longer than I thought too. That lasted damn near 5 years. I got about 5 years out of the lumber.
Yeah.
Before I had to replace that.
I'll tell you what, Budweiser made a lot of money during those years. Man, did they make
And
some
we should have
money.
just probably built a fence with Budweiser bottles. What we should have done.
Shit, it'd been easy. Well, it wouldn't have been a challenge to have the
Put
bottles
concrete
there.
in between each bottle. been kind of badass.
Actually, that would.
I don't drink enough now to do it now, but we could have done it back then.
Oh, then yeah, if we decided to go with a certain bottle,
especially
we'd just go
between
there.
me and you and a few other of my buddies, we were.
Well, yeah, God forbid some of the guys who we know they come by.
Guy we used to fill dumpsters full of booze in his yard. We had to get a dumpster in front of his yard, put the frickin' 30 packs in because he had so much booze drinking it.
They did that with Uncle Kenny
So
too.
just think all them bottles. We could have built really cool fences out of bottles of booze. Wow.
I guarantee you got some hillbillies or rednecks out there that got a few montages to the beer bottle festival, building it all up. Oh man, I'd love that. You think if we would have got, let's say, 2 cents on every bottle or can we drank, man, you know how much we'd get back?
Yeah.
We at least got a third of our money back from all the booze. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't miss
what,
those days.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any we didn't have really a goal either. We were just
out and about.
out and about, just looking for the coldest booze in the new scene.
Yeah, just to see what the hell's going on. Stumbling across some strange people through the years too.
Yeah, there's a lot of different people for sure.
We've been to some places that we have people that you're just like, how is this person functioning alone? Somebody's got to be babysitting this person because there's no way that they're in here alone, you know. The power drinkers, they're fun. I like laughing at them because they end up getting all righteous, knocking shit over as they get preachy. They get mad at us quick. Regulars don't like us. We take their bar over.
You always had one guy that walked in though that he was gonna hustle the bar real fast. Always went south fast.
St. Patrick's. It was a St. Patrick's celebration. Me and you were out there running amongst what we call the 5 bars or whatever that corner there. That dude, he had put a credit card for alcohol. He went the D bar. He was drinking on that. Then he hopped over to the nitro, put another card there, started a tab. Drank a couple beers
yeah, I know
then
what
he
you're talking
came
about.
back across. It used to be
That's
John's
funny.
Corner, but
Me and the wife ran into him not too long
one
ago. It's
credit
funny.
card was real. They
Yeah.
never ran them before.
Yeah.
And then
That's funny you remind me of
I
that.
think it
though.
was the D bar that caught him first. He come in there and got ready to order. He was pretty shit-faced at that point. Got ready to order that last drink from there, and that's when they got ready to run it. And he skated on them as they were running.
He was actually waiting tables at restaurants around here the last time I saw him.
No shit.
Yeah, I ran into him a few years ago with my wife. I hadn't seen him in years, and
Yeah.
he was a waiter,
Oh
and
my God.
he knew who I was. And, you know,
Okay.
it was like, and that's funny you break that up. I forgot about that night, and then
Yeah, he ended up meeting us in the. We seen him in the middle of the street, not meeting up with us. We just
right,
seen him
'cause
in the middle of the street.
He was like taking
and-
us out. He was like buying everybody booze and like everybody's best friend that night. And none of those credit cards were real. That's terrible.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
like treating
man.
everybody too. Like he
hell
was like
yeah.
everybody's his best friend. He put all the booze on his tab.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh, I think he had like a couple $100 tab.
Then there's another bar me and him were in one night. I believe another festival. I think it was off the Italian fest. I believe they had. And we were sitting in one bar that's open and shut down a million times. That's on the same side as Night Train. Me and you were sitting in there, and we just got our beers. And all of a sudden, here come 8 or 9 or more county police up in there, sheriffs, and wouldn't let nobody leave, nobody in and stuff. I was like, what in the hell is this place doing? I forgot what the issue was with the place, what they were in there trying to investigate the owner or something on, but they wouldn't allow nobody to leave. I was like, holy shit. That was our last time there, if I remember correctly. I don't think we went back to that establishment because I know it ended up going down.
Who
But
knows?
shit like that, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stories. We'll have to get back into them and down the road definitely too.
Yeah.
Rello Radio Show, Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. DJ CO1.
That place has some nuts, and that attracted all kinds of slutty girl boozers.
Oh man.
To your guys that are trying to pick up anything with the poles, to your upgraded nerdy geek guys. It was a mixture that would come in there at that place. Now there, I've seen some weird shit go down. I've seen a DJ so drunk that he couldn't DJ, so his buddy filled in and sat and DJ'd. And stuff. When I was talking to him, he said he showed up. He was already buzzed up from hell. And I guess he just continued at the bar.
Right.
And I was like, this is just classic shit that we go through. That one girl there that come out, and she ended up getting 3 people with a drink because she comes slinging around and smacks some dude upside the head with the glass in all pure accident because she's drunk and not paying attention and all hyped up. Hit him, and the drink shot across the street too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she got kicked out and raised a stink.
Right.
Oh man, I seen 2 nerds get into an argument and then
Nerds.
out in front of the place because you had to smoke outside in front. Got in a fight and one punched the other one in the head. Again, that was hilarious. That's the kind of crap that me and Cuzz run across.
Oh, we always ran into some crazy stuff.
The fun part is a lot of the oddity shit we watched. We were always the smart ones that were the sideliners, man. If we had a camera on us,
Oh, yeah, we could have had a great documentary.
Oh god.
yeah, the bars.
Yeah.
My life in a bar, Jesus.
Oh, it would have been great. It would have been like, I guess you could have called us like the bar
Undercover-
drama rescue.
Yeah. Oh man. Because I mean, some of the things we've seen bars allow, holy cow, owners would freak.
Oh, it was.
And hell, we've been in places where the owner was a part of the problem.
Yeah, it was. That's what most of it was.
There's one that took me and Cuzz in the back. Holy moly, this guy, he was a raging partier. I'm looking at Cuzz like, this motherfucker owns this bar, and we're back here doing not so illicit nice things back here. You know, we're doing, not a legal thing back there. I was like, this guy's more shadier than his customers. Holy shit.
Exactly.
And stuff.
That's
He's an
ridiculous.
all right guy.
That's when
but-
you read in the newspaper a few weeks later that the whole place went down with underage drinkers and a party in the back. And
Oh yeah, I was amazed that the guy even had a business running at that point. I was like, man,
Yeah.
he can't be a.
well, that's
done
it.
this
He
at all.
didn't.
No,
Thought it was a
it sounds
business.
like every other bar I've been into nowadays.
Now I'll tell you the strangest place that Cuzz has ever taken me. That's a bar, and you got to be a member. That place. Now
Always
that
a-
place is. You bring camera in there, you may catch a couple felonies on film in that place.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the private key clubs were restricted, so
But yeah, I'll tell you, I
those
never.
are private establishments, so you know.
Yeah, those places, I give it to them. They live up to what it's considered private. That's why I was like, holy cow, these motherfuckers nuts.
Yeah,
You know,
it never
Being
ended.
themselves.
Yeah.
Don't worry about a
No,
damn
there's no
thing.
time. You know, it could be 5 in the morning and it's still like it don't matter.
Oh
shit.
yeah. Oh yeah.
There's no stopping.
Yeah,
it
and-
runs all the time.
In the place we were in, there's no light from outside in. There was you wouldn't know what time, daylight or nighttime out.
No, you really wouldn't.
That place, I seen some neat stuff go on in there too. They had some people getting into it and brawlers beating on each other. It'd be 10 minutes later and they're cool at the bar.
Yeah, it would.
Cause all the bartender has to do, you don't.
Yeah, you want to be back in, you know.
Yep. You either gonna leave and never come back, or you're gonna be friends again. That was pretty cool. There was a place that used to be notorious for minors. It was almost like if you were over 22, you were too old to be in there.
Oh god.
Place. Me and you had gone there right not too long before they had closed down. I don't even think we were in there a couple minutes before we're looking around and going, Christ almighty, are we the old? Because I know I am at this point. I'm like, I'm the oldest dude in here. I'm older than bartenders at this point.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's
you
young.
remember that? We went into that place.
Yeah, that was like one of the last times I think I
And-
went out downtown because it was like you felt awkward.
Yeah.
It's like we weren't even old enough to be serving you, and they probably were, but it's just you felt old. They weren't a bit over 21. Everybody was serving you.
Yeah, and I didn't feel comfortable. I was like, the cops are gonna come up in this joint.
Yeah.
and they may have when we were leaving. I think they did because an incident broke out in there. I think 2 girls got into it over something, and the police were calling, and we got the hell out. Yeah, the cops.
Yeah, there was trouble.
Yeah, that's why
off the
we were
bat.
getting right out of there. I don't even think we were in there
We were in there
15, 20
15
minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Because I
like-
think I only seen one person I knew. You seen 2 people, and hell, next thing I know,
It
them
was,
girls
it
are
was
acting
like the
out.
varsity club or something.
That place was sad. Whew.
It's pretty funny.
Yep. Because hell, I was going there when I was a minor.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Oof.
We had 3 places that you could go and be a minor and get served in 3 different spots. None of them exist now, but all 3 of them, they would just get insane. You start getting to about 10:30, because you got to figure these guys are young in there. So 10:30, that's late to them. They're already
Right.
getting gassed up good
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh God.
Not smart. I don't think you could find a place like that anymore, I hope. But for me and Cuzz, shit, it wasn't uncommon at all to have a place to go to like that.
Always something called Wild Night, wasn't it?
Something, always. We witness more. We witness more than anything. No, we end up going into places most people wouldn't.
Right.
And next thing you know, we're watching this dumbest shit in the world go down. This is fun.
Yeah, we'd always just sit back and watch like sideliners.
Oh yeah, we didn't need to be involved. We just something to put down in the scrapbook. Look at this fool. Shit, I can't count how many people I watched try to go up and talk to a girl at the bar, and I don't know what it is about these bars and their small round tables with the base tables way too high. It's so wobbly, and these guys go up to talk to a girl without fail, go to put their drink on the table, but they'll go to lean on it at the same time,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
whole thing
Yeah.
goes, and there they go. I have seen that more times. I can't
High heels and
count.
all.
You, these, and that girl was sitting at the tables. We were sitting up at the bar. She's laughing at people around it, kept rocking back, laughing, and then it finally goes over.
Oh man.
That bitch took 3 drinks with her, because when she went back, she reached up to like grab the table or something,
Right.
but she grabbed drinks instead. Hell came with the bitch.
Cause all kinds of havoc.
At the time of how old me and him was, she would have been considered just over middle age too.
Oh,
And I'm
shit.
thinking,
Right.
would she be baby boomer age, I guess?
Probably was.
Okay, yeah, about a baby boomer. She just a baby boomer with an attitude of about a 30-year-old.
You're right.
And so that's I liked it when we weren't involved in it. It was
Yeah.
fun. We've only had a few incidences, but we came out on top, so it don't matter.
What was the purpose of all that?
Just something to do.
Yeah.
In all God's honesty, just to go out.
It
somewhere.
was.
We didn't have nothing else. I wasn't married at the time and stuff. At a point, before he was married too,
It
and
was like endless.
you know.
Running the bars. Run, Cuzz, run.
You know what else I like going to was the block party.
Oh right.
Man, that I have.
That was
seen.
always fun hustling the pool table.
Oh yeah, man, those guys are fool.
And
It didn't
everybody was
matter.
so drunk they couldn't play pool, so you just sit down there and get free beer all night. I played for a beer every time. I don't think I paid for a beer the whole time I was down there.
Oh hell no!
I
Remember
wasn't
that?
that great of a pool player.
Remember the one time that me, you, and your wife, we decided to go over to a bar that was over by where the gay bar is and stuff, and that some drunk dude stumbling around was asking about the bar, and the people lied and told him to go on up. About a couple minutes later, he'd come out all homophobic, screaming, and
Right.
no, but that's a fucking fag bar. I'm like, oh Lord. And,
No.
yeah, and you know how your wife is. She's giggling at him like, this
Right.
fool didn't realize it. It says bub and sissies on it.
Right.
What the hell are you talking about, you know? Because we've been in it. It's a fun time, you know?
Right.
We've gone up to the...
Yeah, it's like he
The-
already done made a fool of himself. He's in there like 10 seconds.
come
Greek
out.
wilt.
Oh, yeah, because 2 dudes walked out, and they were average-sized dudes, but they looked like 2 you don't want to mess with, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
To make sure he didn't come back, because he was acting a fool, come out all freaking and screaming, and I'm
like,
thinking...
what the hell is this? You know?
You would have crapped your pants. You went upstairs and seen the drag show. You
Yeah.
would have had a heart attack.
I've actually
'Cause-
been to the location
Well,
you're talking to and
yeah,
have seen
we've
the
seen
drag
'em.
show.
We
It's-
went up and seen it. There's nothing wrong.
No,
with
it's
it.
a
We had
great
good
time,
Yeah,
actually.
it's a good show, but he was just totally making an ass of himself.
Yeah, because he
Talk
was.
about not knowing where you're at.
Oh, he was just,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was-
kept stumbling around and mouthing. There was a bar next to it that's just a regular bar. There was some guy standing at that door and told him that you ain't coming in here, and
Yeah.
he ended up going down the street. Finally, I don't know what the hell ended up happening to him after that, but yeah, stuff like that. The black party, you see some 11 o'clock. The ones that should have went home by now, that's the ones you start seeing.
Ah.
They should have left by 11. They were done then. Now here they are, falling down, going into, because pretty much you gotta leave the streets and start more maintaining going in bars and not hanging out in certain areas they'd set up.
Yeah.
These people always would end up start packing up the bars and getting into it and mouthies. I've seen shove matches between women that turned into two guys shoving on each other.
Oh, shit.
Me and your cuz, we just go to these places and it's a good time, but it's like, are you people serious? You can't maintain?
You're right.
All right. On this episode, we'll go ahead and call it, and we'll have our friend back and visit again.
Yeah, we definitely want to get into some more stories for sure. There's like so many. We could probably talk for days. We're gonna have to get into some more for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to sit down and actually structure a couple out that we know, because all of a sudden, you remember one and the second one pops up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, this is Dad.
This is Son.
Cuzz.
Alright, thanks for listening, and catch us next time on the Coffee Bar Stories.
Thank you for listening. This is Dad.
And Son on the Coffee Bar Stories.
A DTZ Entertainment presentation.
Check in every 2 weeks for a new episode. All music was brought to you today by Kevin MacLeod.